didn't listen.
Okay. What else in education is coming in?
Thirty seconds.
So now.
15 seconds.
Good afternoon. I'm Under Sheriff Sean Coursey, and I'm here to notify the public of an arrest of a JSO police officer by our agency. This morning, Officer John Luna was arrested on one count of domestic battery, which is a first-degree misdemeanor. At the time of his arrest, Luna had been employed by JSO for 2 years and 3 months. Luna was hired on February 28, 2022 as a correctional officer. Recently, Luna began training to become a police officer. As he has been criminally arrested, he is now the subject of an internal investigation by JSO. He has been stripped of his authority, and while there is a due process that must be followed, this agency will be terminating Luna. This is an active criminal case and investigation, so there's limited information for which I can provide. However, the following is a summation of the facts which support Luna's arrest. Just after 10 p.m. last night, one of Luna's neighbors heard screaming and calls for help from Luna's residence. JSO officers were dispatched to and responded. The officers met with the victim, who had visible fresh injuries. Detectives with the JSO's integrity unit took the lead in the investigation. These detectives learned that Luna and the victim had been in a verbal argument that became physical. Based on the totality of facts gathered during this investigation, Luna was arrested by the integrity detectives for domestic battery. This is the 7th arrest of a JSO employee by this agency this year. When a member of this agency violates the law, that person will be held accountable. No one is above the law. I'm happy to take any questions at this time.
When did this happen again?
Last night.
So obviously you mentioned 7th this year. What's being done to show officers within this agency that they're being held accountable?
Well, I think this shows it. If you break the law and you're a member of this agency, you're going to be held accountable. We've arrested all 7, right?
Is there any sort of domestic history as well between the two that you guys were aware of?
Not that we're aware of, no.
Is there any additional looks being done at the training with this being the 7th? Is there any additional look at training being done?
Training for,
Just training standards and anything like that to make sure that this doesn't happen again?
well, this is a domestic charge, domestic violence charge, so obviously that's a violation of law, so we don't really need to train against that. We do train our officers, and we tell our officers that they are going to be held to the highest standards. They are going to be held accountable for anything that they do. We hold our officers accountable higher than we do civilians.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Yes, sir.